Low back pain is not a disease, but it is painful like hell. There are always bad luck days. All of a sudden, I'd strain my waist. Life won't stop because I cannot move. Things are about to pile up. In days like this, what can we do?
Welcome to Eat, Play, Heal with Yōki.
This video is to share my personal experience and tips. It is recommended to try it as adjunct therapy. If the condition is serious, persists, or worsens, please seek medical treatment in time. Couple of days ago, I suddenly pulled my waist again. Hurting my waist is not a new thing for me. After one stroke, it is easy to get to the second and third times. No matter how careful I am, I cannot prevent it. My first serious waist injury occurred in Hong Kong years ago. It was a very hot day. The air conditioner was turned on in the house, and after taking a bath, I was in a rush to open the refrigerator. And it took me a little longer when I was entangled in what to drink. So I was just standing in front of the refrigerator with the door open for a while. The refrigerator and the air conditioning doubled the coldness into my open pores because I just had been hot bathed. And when I bent down to choose something, I felt a lightning pain in the waist. Immediately, I couldn't stand upright. Living alone at that time, I instantly felt the weakness of not being able to take care of myself. And I panicked at once. I tried to move, but other than being able to stay bending over nearly 90 degrees, I can only lying down on my back or stomach. But getting up and turning over is super painful. Going to the hospital? I can't even get down the stairs. Don't even think about it. I had no experience at that time. As the old saying goes, it would take 100 days to heal a wounded muscle and bones. I was miserable. I couldn't go to work for the next 2 weeks. And I urgently called my mother, flew to Hong Kong for my rescue. When my mom arrived the next day, just saw me lying in the bed and unable to do almost nothing. At that time, after the waist was hurt, the muscles of the entire back were spasmed and felt very tight. In fact, I couldn't even lie straightly on my back. When I turned over, lying on the stomach, it was very obvious that my back was arched up like a prawn. We knew no other tricks at the time, so I'd lie on my stomach and ask my mother to help me massage and cupping along the sides of my spine, mainly trying to relax the muscles from the state of tension and spasm, so that they won't cause secondary damages. But later, I learned from T.C.M. that we did just the right thing. As along the spine, there are the governor meridian and the bladder meridians, and they happen to be the right meridians for healing acute lumbar sprain. In short, after each massage or cupping session, my muscles got relaxed. At least I could lie down comfortably. Then I could rest well. It also helped the waist heal faster. But my waist injury, after that time, had become an annoying problem. Rainy days or when the temperature drops, a sudden coldness and wetness could easily cause it to relapse. Whenever it happened, I knew that I would not be able to get up for at least the next 10 days. And many things would be affected. As another saying goes, prolonged illness makes the patient be a doctor. Because of this stubborn problem, after I started learning acupuncture, I'd pay special attention to the first aid methods related to acute lumbar sprain. But I silently pray that even I'm learning the methods for future emergencies, I always wished I wouldn't have the chance to verify their effectiveness. But the matter of hurting the waist is just impossible for me to prevent. Because of the issue, I start to exercise first thing in the morning when I get up, to get the body all warmed up and fully stretched. I'd always pay more attention to keeping my waist warm, for fear of it getting hurt again. But the morning the other day, at the time of the least expectation, it came again. That morning's daily exercise routine was done, so my body was fully active. After breakfast, I was putting on my shoes to go out. The moment I hunched over and lifted the back of my shoe a bit too hard, the familiar pain hit my right lower back, and I knew in an instant I'd be damned. I attempted to stand up and move around, found that I still seemed able to walk upright this time. and I could carefully squat straight down and up. But I could not bend over or sit down. I could lie down but couldn't turn over without feeling the great pain. Since my shoes were already on, I even went out and walked around. Did a few errands, then came back. I calmed down already on the way back, reviewed the circumstance, recalled a few strategies of self-rescue, and began to try them once I got home. This time, there's no one could help me massage my back. And in fact, it's not recommended to massage the spine without the guidance of a professional doctor, so this was not an option. Fortunately, by this time, I had learned. In our body, there are two sets of acupuncture points. The name is very straightforward, called the low back pain points. These acupoints are not on our 12 meridians. They belong to the extraordinary points beyond meridians, all of which are fixed acupoints corresponding to certain special effects. These two pairs of low back pain points are on our hands. The first pair is in front of the second and third metacarpal junctions, and the second pair is in front of the fourth and fifth metacarpal junctions. The most effective method of stimulating low back pain points to treat acute lumbar sprains is acupuncture, which is using acupuncture needles to prick in 0.3 to 0.5 inches from the acupoints on the back of our hands, straightly or slightly towards the palm of our hands. Once the soreness and fullness sensation is transmitted to the upper limbs, indicate that the needle therapy focuses are within the right position. And one should move the waist while twisting the needle in the acupoints, which can help achieve the best relief impact. But I was needling myself. I had to focus on finding the right positions while I endured the back pain. I didn't have much options. It was difficult to move my waist while pricking the needle. So I simply chose to lie down so that I didn't have to think about the back pain, in which way I could just concentrate on pricking the 4 low back pain acupoints of both hands. When the needle is inserted, my mind is focused on the central pain point of the waist sprain. I had twisted the needles for about 1 to 2 minutes in each acupoint, focusing on feeling the change of the pain point. When I reached the 4th low back pain acupoint, I suddenly felt a stream of heat rush through the pain point. And after that, I felt the pressure of the sprain point was clearly loose, and the torment level too diminished. At that time, I thought if I hadn't verified the efficacy of these acupoints, I wouldn't have believed that they were so amazing. Feeling the impact, my mood relaxed a little as well. Next one is the Hōshi acupoint, where I usually massage or needle when I felt neck, shoulder, waist, or leg pain. This acupoint is very easy to locate. When the hand is clenched into a fist, the bulge on the side of the little finger is this Hōshi point. Press them hard, you can feel obvious soreness and swelling. Hōshi is a magical acupoint, which can assist in curing many diseases, at the same time protecting your eyesight. For us, the computer, mobile phone generation, we should often massage this pair of Hōshi acupoints. But unlike other acupoints which you won't feel obvious pain during acupuncture, needling the Hōshi acupoints can be quite painful to some sensitive people. Not everyone enjoys it. I myself quite like to prick the Hōshi acupoints though, especially when the cervical spine hurts. A needle into the Hōshi acupoint, the soreness and swelling not only will not feel uncomfortable, but very enjoyable to me. Just like the massage, although sore, but comfortable feeling, and the cervical spine pain can be relieved almost at the same time. Since I often prick this acupoint, I'm quite comfortable with it even when I was enduring the back pain. Just gave one prick on each side. People who are afraid of needle pain can press the acupoint with practical force or with the help of the tip of chopsticks or forks that are not too sharp. As long as the sharp and thin tools do not pierce, external stimulation of acupoints also works. After wrapping up the 6 pricks in my hands, I tried to sit up. The back pain was much lighter, so I could sit on the edge of the bed already. At this time, I began to take care of the 4 relevant acupoints on the legs. We have a pair of acupoints on our leg called Yang Quan, which are located below the outside of the knee, in a depression slightly before the fibular head of the calf. This acupoint is also specialized in treating unhappiness. If you press them every morning, first clockwise for 3 minutes, then counterclockwise for 3 minutes, and you may stay a good mood all day. Now that I can sit still, I put one needle each in a Yangling Quan on both my left and right knees, and let the needle stay in the acupoints. Then I started massaging another important acupoint specializing in the lower back, the Weizhong acupoint. There is even a saying in T.C.M for this famous acupoint, 腰背委中求, so that when there's a problem with the waist or back, people without any knowledge of T.C.M and medical skills can also remember that this acupoint can be used to help themselves. This Weizhong acupoint is located in our back knee fossa. Of course, because this acupoint is on the back, it is difficult to prick the needle myself, so I just sat on the edge of the bed and massage the acupoints. Clockwise then counterclockwise, 10 times each. Felt that soreness. After that, I removed the needles from Yangling Quan. This completes my set of first aid acupuncture and massage used about 10 minutes in total. Although my waist still hurts when I sat down or got up, it was much lighter than when I first sprained, and by far I had no problem to take care of my life by myself. Then I found a waist protection band to tie it around the hurting point. That was all I did on the first day to deal with this accidental acute lumbar sprain. The next morning, I already felt much better. I did a 10-minute routine again, the pain felt even lighter, and I could sit up and work for a few hours already that day. On the third day, I repeated the routine one more time. The pain level then dropped to only a dull pain. On the fourth day, I was back to doing my daily exercise routine, able to jog again. In my personal history of acute lumbar sprains, this recovery is simply super fast. Since the miracle effect of these magical acupoints have been confirmed at the cost of another acute lumbar sprain, I quickly made this video to share with you. I hope any of you would never ever need it, but just in case of any unfortunate acute lumbar sprain, you might as well try it. It is safe, it is free, and it works. This video is to share my personal experience and tips. It is recommended to try it as adjunct therapy. If the condition is serious, persists, or worsens, please seek medical treatment in time. Join me as we learn how to apply the principles of T.C.M to our everyday lives and live a happier, healthier life. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.